The 2024 MDI is here and the groups are set, and we are heading into a weekend full of exciting matches. And at the end of Group A on Sunday, 4 teams will hold a ticket to the global finals in their hands and have another shot at becoming the champion of Dragonflight's final MDI. And let me just say this, while you might have your favorite team in mind already, this weekend will take no hostages, and there may be teams in the top 4 at the end of it all that you'd have never seen coming. So, fasten your seatbelts and let's take a look at the MDI 2024 Group A teams. This first team shouldn't really need an introduction anymore, as the back-to-back MDI champions. Mirez, Jinji, Now, Zalia, and Clix are reaching for the crown once again. As we have come to expect from this team, they've already given us a great performance during the time trials, where they sprinted through a 10-minute and 14-second Everbloom run, and a 15-minute and 40-second Murazon's Rise, putting them at a total time of 25 minutes and 54 seconds, giving them the #1 spot in the top 16 teams. Those times are blazing fast and are a clear indicator that Echo isn't messing around when it comes to crown number 7. Echo's first match will be versus Seed 16, Team Some Seriousness, and it remains to be seen how serious that business will be, as the squad ended up over 7 minutes behind the reigning champs. From NA's last hope to just last hope, this NA-based team returns once again, coming in hot at spot number 4. With a 10-minute and 38-second Everbloom and a 16-minute and 40-second Murazon's Rise, Dorky, Drogo, Cryptix, Goop, and Smacked secured a total time of 27 minutes and 19 seconds, proving to NA that all hope is not lost. With Last Hope sitting at only 1 minute and 25 seconds behind number 1, anything can happen. These NA hopefuls, who ended up in second place in the last season's TGP, are here once more to fight for the win. Their first match in Group A will be against Team Levels, an experienced team we've seen in the competition many times before. Levels is sitting over 4 minutes behind Last Hope at rank 13, so this face-off may be in favor of Last Hope. Your third place team from the last MDI, Legendary, is here to put up an incredible fight once again. With an 11-minute and 15-second Everbloom and a 16-minute and 25-second Rise, the squad of Lepin, Tobo, Splat, Hopeful, and Wexy landed at spot number 5 in the time trials with an overall time of 27 minutes and 40 seconds. The team recently saw a significant change in their roster as their former healer Igloo decided to retire. Thus, we see the rise of Tobo, who switched from DPS to healer. Meanwhile, their new member Hopeful, who you might recognize from the Race to World First Guild Instant Dollars, and Team Boar's Money Crew completes this legendary group. Hopeful recently transitioned from NA to EU and has decided not only to play the MDI with an EU team, but also to raid as a new trial in Echo, so congratulations to Hopeful. Legendary will play their first match of the weekend against Team Date Night, who ended their time trials in the 12th spot, almost 4 minutes behind Legendary. Dawgs may be a new team name, but don't be fooled. This team is full of MDI veterans who sailed in at rank 8 overall. Lamike, Velo, Dr. J, Shelle, and Soda made a decent splash in the time trials with their 11-minute and 34-second Everbloom and 18-minute and 3-second Rise with a total time of 29 minutes and 38 seconds. Lamike, Jay, Velo, and Soda played together in the Season 1 MDI under the name Thunderstruck, where they missed a ticket to Global Finals by coming in 4th in their Group C weekend. With Group A approaching quickly, they made a last-minute swap of players, from Nezro to Shelle, another high-profile veteran who placed 3rd with Jay back in a 2018 BlizzCon LAN event and has been active in the competition scene ever since. Their first match will be versus Team Direwolves, and should make for an interesting and potentially well-paired competition, as the Wolfpack is seated right behind Dawgs after the time trials with only 56 seconds between the two teams. The Wolves are back, hailing from Down Under, Chompy, Thick Shake, Chaz, 40, and Jack flying to the 9th spot in the time trials. With a 12-minute and 55-second Everbloom and a 17-minute and 39-second Rise, the pack locked in a total time of 30 minutes and 34 seconds, only 56 seconds behind their first challengers, Team Dawgs. Direwolves is a team that has been around for several years and comes armed with great experience. They finished 4th in the Season 1 MDI Group B and barely missed a ticket for the Globals, and they locked in another 4th place in Season 2's TGP Group A weekend. The Wolves' first match of the weekend against Team Dawgs will be a challenge right from the get-go, as these teams look quite evenly matched. As the only OCE team in the competition, the squad will also have to play through the night in order to participate at all. Date Night is a fresh team on the scene this season. The European squad with members Skills, Razag, LFX, Nightwanta, and Will Life found each other pushing keys, as all of them have plenty of Mythic Plus experience and the IO score to prove it. LFX was part of Team Sweet in Season 1's MDI and seeded 4th in Group A, while Skills made his debut with Team Ready Checks in Season 2's TGP. Razhag competed in Shadowlands Season 4 MDI with his team Free For All, where he played with Stove, who is now his opponent, and Wildlife just recently joined Echo as a trial raider, so we can't wait to see him on the Race to World First stage as well. The squad finished their first time trials together with a 13-minute Everbloom and an 18-minute and 33-second Murazan's Rise, putting themselves at rank 12 with an overall time of 31 minutes and 33 seconds, 17 seconds behind Come On Now and 2 seconds ahead of Levels. Their first date of the weekend will be with Legendary, their first chance to strut their stuff and potentially beat the veterans. The next EU team in this season's MDI is Team Levels. This well-known group with its members Walpen, Newbie, Forden, Hardovik, and Bergman gather once more for their cup weekend. The squad ended up at rank 13 in the time trials, which, funnily enough, is the exact same rank as their last MDI time trials. With a 12-minute and 47 Everbloom run and an 18-minute and 47-second Rise, Levels finished with an overall time of 31 minutes and 35 seconds. This team met a rather early end in the Season 1 MDI when they landed 6th in Group A after losing Legendary in the lower bracket. Their first match this weekend will be against NA Squad Last Hope, which is quite the starting challenge, but we do love to see surprises and are excited to see what Levels has in store for us. Our final team in Group A, coming in at spot number 16, is Some Seriousness. Now, how serious the members of Seret, Clan, Dway, Hori, and Grommy is remains to be seen, as these competitors all raided together in Error Code back in BFA. Nowadays, 4 of them play together in Enclave, with Seret being the odd man out in Fat Shark Yes. Team Some Seriousness has no prior experience in the MDI or the TGP or even high-key pushing, but after years of watching MDI, especially the last one where their close friends Yargi and Hearthjax played, these serious dudes thought it would be fun to try and challenge themselves. Impressively, most members of this team played their first ever plus 23 key during time trials. Nevertheless, they are thrilled to have qualified for the group stage as a brand new team and consider their first go at the MDI a huge success so far. The Some Seriousness squad delivered a respectable 13-minute and 43-second Everbloom and a solid 19-minute and 16-second Rise, which put their overall time at exactly 33 minutes. Not bad for a team with 0 prior experience. The first match for Some Seriousness is against the reigning champs, Echo, which might be one of the toughest challenges waiting for a new team, but we're excited to see if they can hold their own against the MDI champs. And that's it for Group A weekend's 8 teams. Make sure to catch our round-the-clock coverage all weekend long so you don't miss a single thing, and we'll see you at the MDI.